In this lesson, we're going to start with a challenge. What I want you to do is exactly what we've done with the coin system, but do it with the health. So switch over the health so that it only updates in the UI when the health actually changes on the player. You're going to need to make changes to both the player panel script, not the player data script. Let's find the player panel script and the player script. You'll want to add in a new event and hook it all up. Now, I'd like you to try this on your own, and then when you're done, or if you run into any problems, get confused, just continue on, and I'll help you with it. One thing that I want to note is that you should not pass a parameter for this. Don't add in a parameter for the player's health. Instead, try exposing the player's health as a read-only thing. Well, actually, it already is exposed as a read-only, so don't pass it as a parameter. That's overcomplicating things, and you don't need to do that. You can do it completely without. So go ahead and give it a try, and then continue on once you're ready. All right, I'll assume that you've either paused and done it all, or you ran into some issues, or you're just ready to kind of go through and want to see the process the way that I'll do it. So let's take a look at our action for coins changed. First thing I want to do is add a new event for health change. So I'm just going to duplicate it with Control D, replace the word coins with the word health. And then let's find the place where we modify our health. So I'll copy the word health change, get that onto my clipboard, select the word health, and hit Shift F12 to find all references. That's going to give me the place where I modify it, which it looks like is right here on line 159 of our player script when we take damage. So after we take damage, right at the end of the method, I'll just paste in my health changed and call the question mark dot invoke to fire that off. Now, if you're wondering what about when our health dies or gets below 0 and we die and all that and we load another scene, I probably don't care about things that are in this scene invoking and updating UIs of stuff that's not there. If that needs to change and rearrange and I need to have something when a player dies and still update the UI, which may very well happen in a moment because we've got multiplayer stuff, then I might move that up there or rearrange things a little bit. But for now, since if we're loading into a new scene when we die, it doesn't make any sense to call this event. So we'll save, and then let's go into the player panel. In the player panel, when we bind, just like we do the coins changed registration, let's duplicate that line, add a health changed event, and call update health. We'll replace the word coins in both sections, hit escape, alt enter, and generate a method for update health. Now I can take this line of code right here, or these lines right here, the for loop essentially, 38 through 42, Control X, and then replace the throw exception. Now look at my update method. It no longer does anything. It checks to see if I have a player and then does nothing, so we can completely delete it. Now our player panel is not running anything every frame. It only runs something when something changes. There's one piece that's still missing though. Look here, we call update coins when we do the after we do the registration. We're not calling update health. So let's copy update health, add it right below with our parentheses and semicolon. We'll do another build, Control Shift B, make sure that it succeeded. There are no typos here. We'll go back into the editor. Let's go press play and watch our health work totally bound up, and we're no longer calling that update method at all. We've removed some minor performance things, but we've removed them completely. Look at that, our health is updating. I'll put in player 2 here. Here he comes, player 2, jump, jump, jump. And the same thing. So the health is working for both players. When we die, we should go back into the menu, and things are looking pretty good. Now I'll go into our profiler real quick. Let's just take a look at the data that we had from the last profiling session. I could rerun, but this is just showing me all of the data from the last one. You can see it here in our, do we have any there? Yeah, there's actually nothing there because the update for player panel doesn't run. Let's hit play one more time. Just look at it again. Since there's no update method in player panel, it's not even going to show up in the behavior update. It's completely cleared out of here. Let's just go click and just double check. So all we have now is our player update, which is doing the raycasts, which just totally fine. All right, so I think we're good. We'll stop playing. We'll go into Plastic SCM so that we added events for health changed and bound to the UI. And we'll check that in.